Sometimes, homeboy, she not gonna learn her lesson till she loses you. You gotta chunk deuces. That's the only way she gonna learn her lesson. I lost the man that treated me right. Cause you couldn't get over the trauma from these clowns you used to be with. So now a good man comes, you don't know how to treat him, but he loved you so much, he keep trying to make it work. Keep trying to make it work. Keep trying to make it work. And finally, he just gotta be like, all right, girl, cause there's another one coming. I bet you there's another one coming. Don't ever think you so fine, ain't another one coming. Somebody will leave you and you will be trolling 6 months from now talking about she don't even look as good as me. She don't get that man no drama either. That's why he chunked deuces to you with your fine self. Fine and broken. There's a lot of vintage cars that look good in the showroom, but you can't drive it down the street. So yeah, nah. Bro trying to take a road trip. Bro ain't trying to just sit in a parked car all day. That don't go nowhere, but isn't she a beauty? Nah, we don't need that trophy stuff. Take the hair off, take the lashes off, Fashion Nova off, your little waist trainer, BBL. Oh, you got it all external. On the inside, you dead man's bones. You got more brokenness than glass. So don't nobody want to be with that. I'll go find somebody that ain't got on no makeup, plain face. I will leave cute. I will leave a dime. I will get change for 7 cents. I will leave a dime alone. For peace.
Message.
Hit the like and subscribe. Those were the words of Pastor Tim Ross. Now, I believe his name is Tim Ross. Now, he's a deficient pastor for sure. For sure. But he made very, very valid points here, basically describing a woman who was toxic. A woman who doesn't care about your needs. All she cares about is the things that she's been through prior to meeting you. And having you feed into that nonsense. Trying to, quote unquote, trauma bond. Do not tie yourself to a woman like that. Don't tie yourself to a woman who doesn't care about your needs. Or anything like that. You have to be a giving person. Or she has to be a giving person. Both of you should be giving. But we're talking about the ladies right now. She has to be a generous person. Not selfish. And please, you see one red flag, you pause whatever ideas you might have had. Put it on pause. You don't have to cut her off yet. Keyword there is yet. But you definitely have to put her under review. Minimum of 2 years. Minimum. Don't be marrying some broad after 6 months because you like laying up with her and she's cute. They can fake it. And they can fake it for longer than 2 years. But usually by 2 years, you will see the cracks in the foundation. See if the deficiencies that she has. See if you can work with them. Because we all got flaws. We might be perfect in our own eyes. But we have shortcomings as well. But you definitely got to put that broad through the paces. For real.
Message.
But if she displays a non-negotiable, leave. And I'm not talking about some baby stuff when I say non-negotiable. I'm not talking about she sleeps wild or some nonsense like that. Does she respect you? Does she value your opinion? Does she hold you in high regard? Things like that. Does she respect other people? Things of that nature. If she don't, tell the broad to get to stepping. But do it in a kind manner. Let's read some comments here. Get on out of here. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to say Mount Roy 19. I just did this. All she had to do is respect me and be a good person, but she couldn't do that. She fumbled the bag and lost a great man who who loved her and wanted to take care of her. These broads don't even know what's good for them, man. And I don't know how old you are, M. Troy, but, oh, you look old anyway. He probably got one of these old dusty broads been in the streets for a minute. But they don't even know what's good for them, man. Now, I will say this. Just because you're a law-abiding citizen and you go to work doesn't necessarily make you a quote-unquote good man. It makes you a law-abiding, responsible citizen in that regard, but it doesn't make you a good man and a good man to be with in a relationship. We have a job too. We got to take care of our ladies as well. All right. So let's see. Let's see what some of the replies are. It's ya, ditto, my boy. Life goes on and we move on. Never settle for a lack of respect. Absolutely. The broad don't respect you. You give her the boot. Period. And don't marry him. Don't have any kids with him. Young.op. What are all the things that she did that you believe was disrespectful? And can you give examples of each so we can learn from them, please? Let's see. He replies, Mount Roy replies, whenever we were out with her friends or family, she would drink. Sometimes she knew her limits, but when she didn't, she would say things to me that would belittle me. So she got intoxicated and her real thoughts came out. So she's talking trash to you. She's telling you about all the deficiencies that she believes you have. Doggone shame. You should have cut her after the first time she did that nonsense. She would raise her voice and continuously accuse me of looking at other girls, which I wasn't doing. It shouldn't matter if you're looking at other women. As long as you're just looking. And that honestly should be established in the beginning. My eyes still work, but I ain't gonna do nothing. If you're in a monogamous relationship. But that should be established. There ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna stop looking at broads. You out your mind. She would always make a scene. It was a thing. Oh, it was tiring. I was 100% committed and loyal to her. And it wasn't only the disrespect. She complained a lot and she was critical about everything I was doing. Again, it was tiring. My biggest advice, do not fall in love with potential. That's what I did. Never again. Absolutely. We should have a baseline of certain things. Don't get the fixer upper. Don't take a broad that's been out in these streets forever and think you can just fix her up. Ain't gonna work just because she's kind of cute, got a nice body, and physically she's probably the best chick you ever had. That's why you're willing to put up with the nonsense. Don't ever do it. But look at the guys here talking, saying, bro, I had to learn this the hard way. Problem is, you can be the perfect dude on paper to a woman and do everything right, but if they don't want you, they just don't want you, and there's nothing you can do about it. SoFlo 5072, you hit it bang on. Pause. That was facts.
Message.
You understand me? Don't move in desperation. Because when you move in desperation, you make horrible, horrible decisions. So while Tim Ross might be a deficient pastor, he was spitting facts here. You got to be quick to bounce on a broad who's not doing her job. We ain't got time to waste, and don't waste hers either. You cannot work on building up passion in a woman's heart for you. You can love her to pieces, but if that woman doesn't have a certain amount of passion in her heart for you, desire in that part, in her heart for you, a sense of longing to be with you and wanting to have you, wanting to serve you, you can't make it happen. It will never be there. She'll never have it for you. Look at Steph Curry. While I do believe his wife loves him, I do believe that. I don't think we got a Michelle Obama situation here. Or who was the other one that was embarrassing her husband? I can't remember. But I don't think you have that situation. I do believe that Ayesha Curry does love Steph. But she still looks at him as that kid she met in high school or middle school that she was better than in her eyes. The guy that wanted to coach high school basketball as his dream job. She still sees that guy, not the dude who's going to make $1 billion and is one of the greatest players of all time. It doesn't matter what that man does that set up her, probably her family, got her living lavish, helping her fulfill her dreams and his. Not good enough. Not good enough. So, what was this dude's name? SoFlo_1572. Spot on. This is a good little thread here. The guys are having a good conversation. M. Troy responds, very true, my guy. Just got to keep pushing forward and find a girl that values you and respects you. Exactly. Respect and passion. It'll make her want to do those little things for you that are going to help her benefit you. Help her be your helpmeet. Because that's what we're in the game for. Man, the dudes is trading war stories. Luke_Hopper. My girl would always disrespect me on a daily. Then when I got angry about it, she'd get short with me on being angry about her behavior and flip the whole thing. She'd play victim. 99% of our arguments she would cause. I'm telling you, brother, when they don't respect you, that's what you get. They act like petulant children. They have temper tantrums with you all the time. That's how they are, man. Get with the broad that likes you. All right? Not the one that will tolerate you. Let's see. I'll read another one. Nia_Rella. Apparently women are extinct in the comments. What happened to all the strong, confident, independent women? Where y'all at in these comments? See, what I've come to realize that women these days have a problem with accountability. They don't want to know about their shortcomings, and they sure as hell, I'm sure she meant hell, won't fix them. Brothers, do what's best for you. Never put up with a woman who expects better from you. A woman who expects better for you always, but refuses to improve. No, she meant from you. Better from you, but refuses to improve herself. Do not let them act like they're above growth. Women, y'all should be ashamed. Not even a comment to say he's right. Man, dark times are ahead for these broads. Y'all gonna be single or passed around until the trumpet sounds unless y'all act right. Nearella, spot on. Nearella, they're gonna be on their Tracy Ellis Ross.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't had great luck lately, but I do have to say I'm moving up on what it is that I'm looking for as a match.
Let's see if we get any comments in here. I love these types of conversations from Jador T. As women, we do struggle with accountability. I hope we're listening. There we go. And as a therapist, I counsel a lot of men. This is true. I mean, we got a couple women that make some sense out here. Huh? It ain't all bad. Let's see what Nearella looking like. See if she got any sense. Go follow her. She got a hair care product. She makes vegan hair products. Go follow her. That's a solid chick. Or at least she's pretending to be. And let's see, who's the other lady here? Shadora T. Hit the link. Y'all see a woman, mother, therapist, friend. She's not a wife, though. So, but maybe it sounds like maybe she understands some of her shortcomings, though. And that's what we're supposed to do in life. Identify the shortcomings and fix them. Don't just sweep them under the rug. They ain't going nowhere. See if we got any other ladies. Oh. Let's see. By.idab. Real as F, coming from a female. Live_it.up. Congrats to you on being the real definition of a 10. You are wise and beautiful. Oh, live it up. You out here thirsting, huh?
Yeah, that brother's starving. Yes, sir.
Let's see. Let's see. I don't understand why women don't get this. They don't want to get it, brother. They don't want to get it. Dallas red dot underscore. They don't want to get it. Let's see. Shimon Martinez. Yo, that was the hardest lesson I ever had to teach. 4 years together, and she crossed that line. I said to never cross. She was hitting me up every holiday, anniversary, birthday, never even responded once. Total disconnection. The deuces was chunking nonstop. I was crying through it, though. But it made me my own superhero. I love that I was able to stand on principle and respect. I love myself so much more for never letting her back in, never let them spin the block. I used to cry about it. Now I laugh. Now he's mentioning something, though. It's really hard to let go of a woman you really feel it. It is. It's hard to cut them loose sometimes. You know, she got a lot of qualities that you like, but she just can't get right. But respect is a non-negotiable. It's a non-negotiable. If she don't respect you, you can't be with a woman like that. It ain't gonna last. And a lot of men try to make it work, thinking that they can love that nonsense out of them. She'll never have it for you. She'll never hold you in high regard at all. I'll read one or two more and then we're going to get on out. What is this? Asia J. I don't think this was on the woman in this scenario. The man should have better discernment and stop trying to make someone ready for something they clearly are not ready for just because she's pretty.
You's a liar!
Technically, what she's saying is correct. You are supposed to use the discernment that you were blessed with to not have yourselves in situations where you're with broken, toxic women. But here's Asia J trying to absolve the women in these scenarios of responsibility for being what they are. If somebody gives you a chance, right? A chance to be with them and you really don't deserve this person, but there's something about you that does it for them and you can't get right, that's on you. That's on you. Let's read some of these replies. Oh, let's see. They asked her to elaborate. Find a woman who is healed instead of trying to show, aka fix an unhealed woman. Make better choices. Now, again, and also what Asia J is also not acknowledging is that when you meet somebody initially, you meet the best version of them. They're going to put their best foot forward. You're not going to see all the problems. It could take months, years before you start seeing the issues. It can. If you're worth it, this broad will put on a show. She'll act. And that's one thing that Asia J is not acknowledging. You don't meet a woman, she tell you, I'm going to ruin your life. She don't walk up to you at your dinner, You're having dinner on your first date. She don't sit across the table from you and tell you, here's my plan. I'm going to sucker you in. Then I'm going to stress you out for as long as I can and hopefully take 10 to 15 years, 20 years off your life. She's not going to tell you that nonsense, man. She going to do it, though. She will do it. Let's see. This person said, the leader 44th is not always beauty. He never been loved or trauma bonded. Both are to blame, but a relationship is meant to grow. Many people grow apart. There you go. Thank you, Toxic Lessons for Boys. The person who posted this. Okay, what happens when she starts showing later in the relationship that she hasn't healed but was concealing her traumatic past? Still a man's fault? This broad said, you should Google discernment. Discernment.
Nigga, please.
Broads like this are part of the problem. She's literally displaying some of the issues that come about. A lack of accountability. How are you going to use your quote unquote discernment if somebody's showing you what they want you to see and they're not slipping up? You're not seeing her be rude to waiters or waitresses. You're seeing her be kind to people, and she's kind to you. How you going to use your discernment then? He responds, toxic lessons for boys. Please don't confuse discernment with reading minds. Ashley J responds, I'm not confused at all. And it goes for both genders, honestly, but you seem committed to not understanding. So you all can contain to complain, lack accountability, and deal with the same type of women. It makes no difference to me. Someone just about DJ Spirit _Ja. You can have all the discernment in the world. People pretend well. Even after long conversations, hard questions, and jumping over hurdles together, it's not till you're in too deep their true self starts showing. Relationships are really a gamble. It's either you keep trying or be content with being single. Let me see. Marcus _Dre1 telling toxic lessons for boys. What Asia J is saying is, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Some women will run right through a good man to get to a bad one. Let's see. People are basically telling Asia that people present themselves as secure and healed. Who's this guy? Sotano 1. The issues that a lot of women present themselves as secure and healed, especially if avoidant. So a good man will take her word for it and trust what I is saying and how she's presenting herself at the beginning. But then the real intimacy builds and triggers start. And all of a sudden you have a completely different woman on your hands. But she's not addressing with the real issue, the Asia J broad. She's not addressing the real issue. And again, discernment can only be used to assess what's presented to you. Now you can try to dig beneath the surface, maybe get some things out of her or whatever. But at the end of the day, if she's doing a bang up job, what you supposed to do? Your discernment says, I need to keep her. That's what you're going to tell yourself. I can't let this one go. But like my man said, you in too deep, you get her pregnant, you married abroad, you're done. It's like, you got a decision to make. It's like, do I want to pick my kids up or not? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Asia J. Matter of fact, let's see. See what this broad's looking like. Yeah, she shaved all her hair off. And, you know, she's not unattractive, and she got a bang up body. And the body's banging. And that's why this broad is talking the way she is. She out here still getting attention. She out here winning. But the fact that she cut all her hair off, the broad's probably crazy. And she's in this comment section going back and forth with men, basically telling women to avoid. It's your fault that the broad's crazy. Instead of addressing what was presented, she brings up a whole different scenario and said, brother, it's your fault. But I'm going to give it to you. The body's banging. That's all.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
So let me know what y'all think about this. Are me, Tim Ross, and pretty much all the rest of the fellas who I read, are we on point? Leave the toxic women alone. Get with a woman who respects you, honors you, wants to serve you, and holds you in high regard. Or do you agree with our friend Asia J saying, men, it's your fault that you couldn't see that she was a treacherous broad, and blaming you and displaying some of the things that we're talking about. Although at least she put it on Front Street, she wasn't trying to converse in good faith. She's trying to absolve this hypothetical woman of any fault in the scenario. But let me know what you guys think about it and hit the like, subscribe, please, as we're on the road to 1,000 and beyond. Until next time, I'm out.